Hey guys, welcome back to some more War Thunder. Today, doing something a little bit different, doing the patch 1.33 review. I know I'm a little bit late, but, well, for you it came out yesterday, but for me it's still today. I didn't have a lot of time to record today, so I'm doing it later at night. What time is it? It's 10:04 right now, Eastern Standard Time, as sure as many of you guys know. Anyway, though, in patch 1.33, they've added a bunch of new stuff to the game, and I absolutely love what they did with this update. It's probably one of my favorite updates yet. So I'm going to get right into what they did. First and foremost, what everyone knows about this update is that they've added a bunch of new planes. So first, they've added 2 new planes, I believe, to the American line. No, excuse me, 2 planes, that's crazy. They've added 3 planes. They've added the F-80C Shooting Star, which is a jet. Look at that plane. That is a beautiful plane right there. It comes between the P-51 Mustang and the F-86 Sabre, and I'm pretty happy about that because that's such a huge gap from level 13 to rank 20. I mean, it was just too big, so I'm finally happy that they filled it up with something, and I'm happy that it's a jet. And frankly, I like how this jet looks a lot better than the Sabre. Just my personal opinion on jets and such. But anyway, let's go back. It's at rank 18. It goes at a max speed of 947 kilometers per hour without adding any sort of speed enhancements, which we'll get to later. It has a whole bunch of, you can read all that stuff, and it has 6 50 cal machine guns, just as the F-86 Sabre does, and just as the P-51 Mustang does. Some of the other planes that were added is the F-8F Bearcat. So just get a good look at that. It's right after the Corsair. Now this plane looks pretty cool. It loses the seagull. Thinking of Pokemon, jeez. It loses the seagull effect of the wings that the Corsair has, but overall this looks like a pretty good plane without any speed enhancers. It goes 676 kilometers per hour. All that stuff. Its rate of climb 16.4 meters per second. That's a pretty good climb rate. And after that, there's a Bearcat again, but instead of the F-8F1, it's the F-8F1B, excuse me. So there's not that really much of a difference that I can see. But, the real difference is the F-8F1 has 4 50 cal machine guns, and the 1B has 4 20mm cannons. So that's a good change in my opinion. It's only one level apart, so that's a really good change. And right after that is another really sexy jet, the P9F5 Panther. Look at that plane. That's a beautiful plane in my opinion. I think I still like how the Shooting Star looks better, but this one's like right behind it. That's a beautiful plane. Probably the only thing that I don't like about this plane, how it's designed, is how the tail is built like this. But obviously, for performance purposes, that's probably had to be there. But it goes a total 972 kilometers per hour, so that's pretty good. And it has a rate of climb of 30 meters per second. That's a good rate of climb. What is the F-86, not F-86, F-80's rate of climb? It's only 19.3, and it goes 947. This one goes 972. So overall, the Panther is better, but then again, it is one level higher. But, that plane just looks very good in my opinion. Alright, nothing has been changed in the German line that I can see except for the universal effect of all the prices being lowered for the plane's costs. I mean, if you look here, the BF-109 G2, its price right now is 150,000 silver lines. Now, before this update, I forget, it was like 300 something. Like, it was a lot more expensive, so I'm really happy that Gaijin got it together and actually lowered the prices, because that's been a big problem for many updates lately, and they just haven't seemed to change that. Oh, I really need to start buying some stuff, and I wasted so much of my money upgrading my planes, which we'll get to again later once we look at the different planes. They've added some more planes to the Russian line. They've added the Yak-17, which is another jet at rank 18. Now this is a pretty okay looking plane with the weird looking the style that they've been going on this tech line with the jet underneath the nose. But it's still, I like how this plane looks, but Again, well, not again, but this plane, I don't know about it. It's at rank 18, but its max speed without any performance enhancers is only 755 kilometers per hour. Now, that's pretty slow, especially for a rank 18 plane. But then again, it still goes faster than the German Arado 234, and that's a rank 20 plane. So that's a little bit ridiculous. Some other planes added to the Russian line is the Lag 3.8 series and the Lag 3.11 series. So let's just take a look at that. Just another little addition to the Lags, which you can get at a slightly earlier level than the other Lags. So I guess that's good, give you more of a diverse plane groupings when you're at the lower levels, because mostly you're stuck with the I-15s, the I-16s, stuff like that. Alright, that's all I noticed that's different really for this, unless I missed something. As it turns out, I did forget something. There is the Yak 9K right after the Yak 9T at rank 9. I think the reason why I forgot this plane is because my brain, deep down inside, is just denying that this plane even exists. And the reason for that is, I'm sure everyone knows about this, but it has a 45mm cannon. I don't care that it has 29 ammo. I don't care, you only need one bullet with that thing to take someone down. Now, they did try and nerf it a little bit by making it extremely inaccurate after one shot, so you can't just spray like you can with some 37mm. But again, I don't think that matters because it's accurate on the first shot. So all you need is one shot. You just need to make sure you line up properly, and boom, just took off that Wellington's wing. One hit, done. No questions asked. It goes 598 kilometers per hour, which is slightly faster than the Yak 9T, which is 577 kilometers an hour. It has a rate of climb of 16 meters per second, and the Yak 9T has 12.6 meters per second. And frankly, again, ignoring all the hatred that everyone has for this plane, this is a pretty nice plane. Costs 150,000 credits with a 42,000 crew train cost. And along with its 45mm cannon, it has 200 bullets for a 50 cal machine gun. At least it's only one, but still, no one cares about the machine gun when you just stare at that cannon. I mean, just look at this thing. Look at that cannon in the nose. That's a massive cannon, especially for a plane. Holy crap. And that's the machine gun, I assume, right there. But still, you know, pretty good plane, all in all. Put my emotions to the side for this plane. And otherwise, I guess that we can move on. Now, in the British line, there's a new plane. Well, first of all, let's get to the fact that they finally separated light bombers and heavy fighters from the actual medium and heavy bombers. So now all the Wellingtons are over here, and the Lancaster, which I'm a little bit disappointed about because I hated how I had to work my way I still don't have the Bowfighter Mark 21, and I really want that because that's a pretty good plane. So I had to buy my way all the way through all these Wellingtons just for them to be separated, so now I didn't have to buy through all of them, because I'm not a big fan of the Wellington, personally. I feel like it's too easily shot down. But anyway, the newest plane for the British line is the Vampire FB.5. Now this plane is so cool. Now, at first you're like, wait a minute, that looks like a pretty weird and small plane. Look how small that is. Just take a look at that cockpit. That's the size of a person right there. This is how small that is. Jet fighter. Reminds me of a P-38G with the double tail section going on. But this thing is amazing. It goes 1,076 kilometers per hour without any performance enhancers. And look at that rate of climb. 50 meters per second is its rate of climb. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So this thing is going to be way OP on the battlefield. So part of me is just like, yes, once I get it, if it's still OP, but part of me is also like, oh no, because once I get to rank 18 and 19 when I can actually battle these things, if I don't have it, freaking I'm going to be crying when these things are in the battle, because it's just going to be unstoppable. Alright, and for Japan, as far as my knowledge goes, they haven't added anything to Japan, but just the universal through all the nations, there's been the lowering of prices, which is a fantastic move by Gaijin. Good job, you finally listened to us and lowered the prices. I didn't notice anything on gaining more money per game, but then again, I've only played one game since the update's been out, so maybe they did make it easier for you to get money. But that would probably actually make it a little bit too easy to get different planes. Because, like, as you can see here, the Ki-45 Taitoryu, that's 58,000 credits. I can get that in two games, two okay games, not even good games. But still, so yeah, that's why it would be a little bit OP to give you more money per game. But still, I love what they did with this update. But here's the big thing for me in this update besides planes, because I haven't been able to get any new planes yet, obviously. But they've made it different they've given you more upgrade options. That's really the big thing, and they've changed how the weapons upgrades and the performance upgrades look. So if I go on my Spitfire Mark 16, this is what it looks like now. So you got your offensive armament, your secondary weapons, and your offensive gun loads, basically. And then basically what they've done here for flight performance, durability, and weaponry is it's not the same anymore when it's just you need to get a certain amount of XP. So that still plays a factor in this, because as you can see here, it says I need 125,977 more XP in order to get 150 octane fuel. But as you can see, these arrows pointing down is because I've unlocked stuff. So, like, I've already done it before, unfortunately, before this video. Let's see if there's anything I haven't done it on yet. Let's go maybe Germany with my random biplanes and such. Can I do it in here? I don't have enough experience with this plane. Hold on. Let's find a plane that I have experience with, but I didn't do anything to it. This thing? Alright, I got some experience with this thing. Anyway. So basically, this is all I have unlocked for this plane, except for the upgraded engine, because anything that you upgraded on a plane before this patch, you immediately get it reinstalled. So that's another good thing that Gaijin decided to do. But as you can see here, there's this arrow going right down here. No matter what my experience is at, I cannot get these new 12mm machine guns until I get these 12mm machine guns. So as you can see, to gain access to Tier 3, you need to purchase one more modification in the previous tier. So as you can see, I need one more to get that. And this one I just need other stuff. So I don't think I have enough experience to get this. But if I just buy this real quick. Now, if I were to play a few games with my P-47, I would get a lot more experience, and I'd most likely be able to get these. And obviously, here's your shell racks, and they've changed it from the Omni-Purpose, which for some reason it still says Omni-Purpose, but now it's calling it Universal Ammunition Belts, so I guess that makes a little bit more sense. But still, I just love what they've done with this update. I mean, it's a really good update. Oh, there actually is one more plane I forgot to mention. I forgot to look at it. There's a new P-47. So there's obviously the original P-47D-25 Thunderbolt. Now there's the P-47D-28 Thunderbolt, which goes 692 kilometers per hour without any performance enhancers. Has 8 50 caliber machine guns. That's a lot of machine guns right there. So that's really good. And it has a rate of climb of 15.9 meters per second, which is a pretty good rate of climb. What is this one's? Its rate of climb is only, well, because of all my bombs strapped to it, I have two 1,000 and one 500-pound bombs strapped to it. But without those, it would still only be 13.4 meters per second as a rate of climb. So this thing obviously is a lot better. But then again, you have to buy this one in order to get this one. So, you know, you need more money, more experience, stuff like that, as usual, we're used to with this game. And obviously, with every update, most of the time, they change the flight models. They modify the flight models and the graphics in-game, so that's really good too. The only thing that I've noticed so far that might be a little bit of a problem is, I think, well, obviously since it's a new patch, there's little minor things, but I don't know if it's just me or my internet. I don't know why it'd be my internet, but I've noticed that my frame rate is a little bit lower than it usually is. I'm usually in the 30s, especially, a lot of times even in the 40s. I don't have a high-end gaming computer, as I've said, but whenever I'm in in the hangar because I'm not doing anything here. There's not much going on, but it's right now it's lingering right about at 22. So maybe that's a problem, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. Still, this is a great patch. They've basically done everything that I could have wished for that they possibly could have done in a single patch. So good job, Gaijin. You guys remember, if you don't have this game already, it's completely free to play, but you have the option to pay money in order to get a premium account, which gives you like 150% all lions and 200% all experience every game you play, something around that area. And you can get golden eagles. You can use golden eagles to get more experience. You can convert golden eagles into experience for any nation that you have, and you can also convert golden eagles into lions, so that you have enough lions to purchase different planes. But otherwise, guys, this has been another video of iSlyDeathman. Make sure to like and favorite if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to become a Deathman today, and I will see you guys next time.